This essay is called I See Myself in Carmel. There's this butch queen in Pittsburgh named Carmel. Queen Father Carmel. When I think of the category Butch Queen Vogue Femme Performance, I think of her. Each way you break it down, there she is. Butch, Queen, Vogue, Femme. Carmel is the type of butch queen who has clearly studied the femme queens that came before her. She carries the icons and legends in her graceful ferocity, delicate feathers, the way she melts muscle to softness and whoop whoop, subverts it in the next dip. When I see her at the local balls, tall, slender, muscular, often draped in mini dresses layered with lace or mesh tights or tops, over-the-knee boots of dazzling silver or neon leather, braids cascading down her back, I see something of myself. Maybe it's the way she rolls her shoulders, chin raised, heart open to the sun orbiting above before beginning her catwalk, inviting us into her horizon. Maybe it's the way she spirals her wrists, fingers elongated, grazing her waist, chest, neck, and shoulders, reaching to kiss the air around her frame. Maybe it's the way she pulls her dress down as it inches further up her thighs while she catwalks across the floor. Maybe it's the way she licks her fingers before she spins 3 times and arches into a dip. Maybe it's the way her ballet background is evident in her elegance and precision, her vogue, quick, soft, technical, and intentional all at once. Maybe it's the way she is so sweet and shy yet transmutes it to sass, taking up space with her avian arms, extending her braids towards the cotton candy pink sky, slowly dragging her slender fingers down the shoreline of her torso as she descends into floorwork, and her house chants, "Where are we going? To Carmel, where are we going? To Carmel." Maybe it's the way she effortlessly glides across the floor on her right knee, left leg outstretched, the heel of her pink leather boot painting a waning moon on the surface of the floor. How she spins 180 degrees on the tops of her knees, her floorwork gliding like the wind moving upon the face of the water, before she arches back into a dip. Left leg tucked, right toes reaching towards somebody's heaven. Maybe it's the way she brings her wrists to kiss before her face, moves her fingers to touch her ass, then toes, then she kicks her left leg towards the judges' table, extending her arms to the technicolor lights sparkling above her. She sits down onto one knee, extends her left leg out to the right as if to dip, when, nope, you thought. She spins back time, spinning on what you thought was her dipping leg, her arms outstretched, lily petals reflecting moonlight off her striking silk. Quickly, she pulls her elbows into her sides, her hands and fingers drawn inward as if bringing power back to herself, the source, and in 2 counts, dramatically bounces from her left knee to a dip, her body moving as if to pirouette, her head dipping to the left, the tip of her petal curving to kiss the floor. I see myself in the way she puts femininity on like cocoa butter, massaging it across skin, lips, hair, until it shines dewy in every glint of light. Its scent blessing the air, reminding me of home and comfort. I see myself in the way she pours femininity into the ebb and flow of her body of water, paints it on like a smooth lined lip, wears it like a dramatic fur-length coat. Carmel was wearing black sunglasses with rhinestones dotting the temples at the Pink Dawn mini ball last September. Her ribbed black mini dress bedazzled Miss Me across her chest, representing her Kiki house. She towered over me in her black patent leather thigh-high boots. A pearl white purse hung over her shoulder. She raised her chin, looking over the crowd towards the judges' table. I shyly waved at her, my fingers flittering as if caressing piano keys. She smiled back, saying something like, "Hey boo." I noticed Carmel over my shoulder throughout the night, admiring her, picturing the possibilities of my torso without breath. Her coiled afro caught the scattered spotlights. She was at once a mirrored and glittered silhouette in the crowd, a beacon for my becoming as she shined herself. At the end of the night, as I walked to the parking lot, Carmel walked with my trans brother C and femme queens Chanel and Rio, to the get-go a few blocks down the street. I watched them twinkle into the distance like stars dotting a twilight sky. Later that week, C and I met up for our weekly key and coffee session to spill some tea, debrief the ball, and catch up. C thankfully shared an altercation that took place after I left. C, Carmel, Chanel, and Rio were walking back from get-go when a group of white men screamed, "Ugly whore," at them from a truck in the Wendy's drive-thru line. C shouted back at the car, "Shut the fuck up," to which the laughing white man shouted, "Ugly whore," again. As C told the story, jaw clenched, voice sharp, he named how triggering this was, how he wasn't sure who they were shouting at. "It could have been any of y'all," I said. Maybe it was the concept of them, of us, visibly queer bodies dripping with subversive, autonomous possibility, wearing our power out loud. C nodded in solemn agreement. "Well, I don't know who the fuck they thought they were talking to, because none of us are ugly," C said. We laughed off the best we could. In the white supremacist imagination, being an ugly whore and a faggot are parallels if not synonymous. Both phrases condemn appearances and behaviors that signify femininity, desire, and sensuality. In the white supremacist fantasy, the embodied expression I am moving towards is a warranted site of hate crimes. This expression is the euphoric space where I do not feel the need to be void of femininity, to strip myself of sass, cropped tight clothing, glitter, lace, mesh, soft and cunt dramatics made possible through my medical transition. My realness is transfaggotry. Passing is butch queendom of hyper-feminine expression. I see the approaching horizon of my trans body prettying itself euphoric. There I rise as a soft and cunt trans man, voguing femme performance. And I think of who will meet me there. My black, queer, and trans loved ones snapping for me at balls at the climax of my dramatic dips, enveloping me in their loving embrace. And those inspired to violence as I walk down the street with a decided swish in my walk and song in my hips.